guys, welcome to a new tutorial. So on this tutorial video we'll be drafting and cutting, then sewing an off the shoulder bustier. So this is a different method that I'm going to be showing you, so hang in there, let's do this. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do click the subscription button on my bio and subscribe. It's free, guys, it's free. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be uploading videos every day on my YouTube channel, tutorial videos, and if you have any question you can send it to me. So the first things first that I did, I folded my material by 4 inches. That 4 inches is the nipple to nipple of my client, which is 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then on the under bust I went in by 1 inch. On the over bust I went in by 1 inch. The over bust I mean the neck part. So now I'm going to connect this point. Now I didn't go in, you see on the bust point I didn't go in at all. So you connect the lines and it's going to give you a breast shape like so. So on the neckline you go in by 1 inch. On the under bust line you go in by 1 inch, then down to the full length of your top. So now you cut it out. Remember, I first folded the material inwardly. So this is our center front, so that when you sew it, this is how it will look. Now this excess on the side of the front, you leave it first. We're not going to do anything to it. So we'll proceed now to cut the back part. There's nothing so serious on the back part. You just create your zipper allowance. I'm using 1 inch for my zipper allowance. Remember, since it's off shoulder, we are removing 7 inches from the neck, from the upper part. Now to get the neck part, you first get the round shoulder of your client. So the round shoulder divided by 4. So the round shoulder I'm using is 44 divided by 4 is 11. This 11 means that the front neck will be 11, the back 11, the both hands will be 11. When you add all of them together, it will give you 44. So now since our neck is 11 and we are cutting 2 pieces for the back, so we're going to do 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. That's going to be our neck width. Then we'll mark out our armhole depth. That's 9 inches. Can you see? Then we'll mark out our bust point and our half cut, then the full length of the top. Then we impute our measurements. Our bust measurement divided by 4 plus allowance. Our waist measurement divided by 4 plus allowance. And then you get your measurements. On the zipper allowance area, the waistline, you go in by half an inch. Then you connect your lines like so. We're going in by half an inch to eliminate that bulge at the back of a dress. So this is just basically the back of this bustier, this off shoulder bustier. So please, if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll try my best to explain to you. So we're done with the back of this bustier. So now we're going to create our dart leg. So I'm using 3.5. Just very simple. Draw your dart leg upwards, come down by 1 inch from the bust point, and then you mark your dart leg. By the sides I removed half an inch, and then you close it up like so. That's when you're sewing it. So now when we're done drafting out our outfit on paper, we will now cut it on our fabric. Remember to add your sewing allowance. And remember we've added allowance on the dress, so we're going to add our sewing allowance now to it. So remember to add 5 inch sewing allowance. That's after you've added your normal 2 inches allowance for the dress. You add your 5 inch sewing allowance when you're cutting it on the fabric. So now I'm cutting it on the main material that I'm going to use to make this bustier, as you can see like so. I'm going to cut the same thing for the main fabric and for the lining. Do you get? So this is the front part now. So for the front part, the first thing we are going to do is to first of all join the bust part, the bust area. Now on this bust area you can decide to add breast pad to it. You get, you can decide to add breast pad to it to make it firmer. So when we're done cutting the front, we'll cut the back of this bustier. Just very simple. Just trace out what you've already drafted, trace it out on your material, and we're good to go. Guys, if this tutorial is helpful, please click the link on my bio, subscribe to my YouTube channel Wear Rosie, and like and share my videos. Thank you guys. And if you have any question, as usual, you can send me a message or put it in the comment section. I'll try my best to explain for you to understand me. So yeah, so now we're done drafting our back. Please always remember to notch your zipper allowance area at the top of your neck area and at the hem of your top. Always remember to notch it. So after cutting the material, we'll now cut out the lining for the back too. So for the back, we won't do much. What we'll just do is to mark out our darts, close the neck and the sides of the back. That's just it. Just mark out our darts, close the neck and the sides. Then for the front, we'll join the bust part first. We'll first of all join the bust part. First of all, that's the first thing we're going to do for the front part. When we join the bust part, and please always remember to notch your under bust and your bust point. Always remember to notch it down. So when we're done joining it, this is how it's going to look. Can you see? I didn't put breast pad in it. That's why it's not standing on its own. But see, can you see? Can you see how it's looking? Then this is the lining too, and this is the back. So we're going to turn the material with the lining for the back and for the front. So we're going to turn the lining, the sides, the neck, and the same thing with the front. But before we're going to turn the front, remember that I said that the side part, that we won't shape it yet. So after joining the bust part, that's when you shape it. Remember that we said that the front, the neck width is 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. Then you remove the 7 inches and mark out your 9 inches armhole. Then you mark out your bust measurement, your under bust measurement, and your waist measurement. Please always remember to add your allowance. Then you curve. You see how I curve the armhole to the neck? Yeah, then you cut it out. So this is now the accurate measurement. You do the same thing for the lining. Do you get? So that's the reason why I said leave the side front to be in excess, so that we'll use it to get the accurate measurements when we've joined the bust part. Can you see how it's looking now? So now we'll go ahead to turn the neck and turn the sides of the front and do the same thing for the back. Then when we're done, please always remember to iron whatever you are sewing. Iron it so that it will bring out the beauty. So when we're done, this is how it looks. Can you see the bust here? Imagine, see how it's looking very pretty and it's standing without a breast tube. Imagine when you put a breast tube, breast pad inside it, it will be looking so good. So the next thing you do is to fix your zip on the back. When you fix your zip, then you shape your top by the sides. That means you join your back to the front. When you are done, you close all the opened area, and then when you're done, this is how your sewing, this is how your off shoulder bustier is going to be. Now your armhole, you can now fix any type of hand you want to be in it. Do you get? But this is how your bustier will look like. Please, if this tutorial is helpful to you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, follow, and share. So I've put this on my dummy and you can see how it's sitting pretty on it. So thank you guys for watching. See you on my next tutorial and subscribe. Bye.